Okay, I'm just making a new recording. Doing it through this MP3 player because you're probably sick of seeing the walls in my flat on my video. So today is the 25th of January 2016, and I've been targeted all day today, heavily. But I'm not going to get into the morning part because I already recorded some videos on that, so I'll avoid that. But yeah, I was going to this event today. Well, not event as in concert or anything, but like a group to meet up. But I had a bad feeling about it the whole time. That just just a bad. I can't explain. If you experience these things, you know what I mean. But I just had a feeling not to go, and I ignored that feeling, and I was going there, and they were just targeting me really bad. I didn't have my phone on me because I couldn't be arsed bringing it, but they sent more one headlight cars than I could count, and more cyclists with flashing lights than I could count as well. So this just shows you the resources they can utilise. They were doing it as well, so they would cross my path, and they would. I saw one headlight car. It went past me twice. This blonde woman, this blonde woman in the back of the car. In the front of the car. She just drove past me twice. But these perps, they really I don't know. I don't know what they are. There is a spiritual, even maybe demonic aspect to this as well. It's an attack on all fronts: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. So there is a spiritual aspect of it, but believe you don't have to believe that, but that's what I believe. But yeah, they were targeting me really bad with that. So I was on the bus, and they sent a police car and an ambulance to drive behind my bus and target me, which is something they do every time I make a bus journey. They will send either ambulances to go past my bus every single time, or they will send police cars to drive behind my bus or in front of my bus. And this is what they were doing this time. They had a police car behind my bus, and it was stayed behind my bus until I got off the bus stop. So when I got off, it just went past. And as I said on my earlier video, a police car went past my bus near where my mum lives, and the officer in there was just looking at me and smiling. And this is what these perps do. They do all kinds of things to try and scare you, to make you think that you are under investigation, or even people are trying to kill you. They'll do anything to kind of put that fear and paranoia in you. So I got off the bus, and the police car's behind my bus. So I go to this event, and as soon as I get to the car park where the event is, a car starts its engine up, does it? Which is something that happens a lot to me. I'll be walking down the street, and there'll be a car with no lights on, or several cars, and they'll start their engines up. I had it on the way here. There was a taxi and another car, and both of them had hazard lights on, and started their engines up and drove past me. So yeah, this car park, they just turned their engines on. One drove past me behind, and then another car started its engine up, and then that drove past me. But it wasn't really due to them, but I just had a bad feeling about this whole thing. So I went into the reception, and there was like a construction crew there. I don't know if that was there to target me or not, but there was like construction work going on in the whole place. But I just got a bad feeling like something bad was going to happen, so I just left and went to my bus stop. So I have to walk a fair bit to my bus stop, and they're sending the one headlight cars like crazy. They're sending the cyclists like crazy, and I go walking down, and there's a police car. So the police car's at this traffic light. So you know, I don't know what they want me to do. Maybe they want me to panic and run or something, so they can have an excuse to chase me and arrest me or something. But that's not going to happen. So I just walk up to the police car and just walk past, minding my business, and I just cross the road. So I get a feeling, because I can feel it. I've got this. I can just sense it, and a lot of people have these abilities as well, and this seems to be getting more common. But I just had a feeling like this thing's gonna come back. They're gonna try and target me with the police again. So I'm walking down the left side of the road, and this same police car um, drives past me again. The same police car, because there was a roundabout nearby, so that tells me the police car has seen me, and they've then decided to, you know, drive back the opposite way just to target me. So after that, I'm walking to my bus stop. I'm at my bus stop, and they're sending the one headlight cars like mad. You know what I mean? There's like must have been 15 or 20, 20 cars. Sorry, I've had this dry throat shit for a while now. They're sending like 20 uh, cars past, like one headlight cars. 20 at least, and I'm waiting for my bus, and what they do, they have a perp in similar clothes to I wear, with his hoodie up, and another perp on the opposite side of the road. So I'm going past, and this perp's just stood around, and he's acting in like a shifty way. You know what I mean? It's something they do. So I'm just ignoring it. So I go to my bus stop, and sure enough, the perp on the left side walks past, and I'm waiting for my bus, and the same cyclist that passed me when I was with my friend, that was like I mentioned, where I think I said he was like a Christmas tree on one of my videos, where I said even my friend saw it too. This same guy passed me, and he had lights on his arms, lights on his head, lights on his legs. I'm not making this up. So this is how far they go to target me with this flashing bike light stuff and high visibility jacket on the bike. So this guy goes past again. So that tells me this guy is a perp, and for sure he's targeting me. And I know full well I'm being targeted by this, because as soon as I mentioned it had been done in the past on one of my videos, the next day I got targeted like mad, and it's continuing. So I know full well it's targeting. So yeah. I just see that. So I get my bus, and I'm going back, and I get the sirens again. That's pretty much it, really. There wasn't so much in my area, but that just gives you an example of the targeting that they do, and what you go through as a targeted individual. Sorry, I'm not the best speaker. I never have been, but I try my best to explain what happens to me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I just tell you how it is, and they're just pathetic, the perps. So the latest thing they're doing is, if my videos are getting popular, they'll dislike it like mad, you know what I mean? And they'll try and make all my videos have much more dislikes than likes. And this is the petty, pathetic shit that the perps do. But I want to let you know, one, that doesn't bother me, and two, you're doing a good job of exposing yourself doing that, because you're showing that there is people targeting me, and they do not like what I'm saying. They don't like me exposing what they're doing. So they're doing everything they can. And lately I've started blocking perps, and they'll make new accounts, and they'll try and target me, and leave insults and say I'm crazy and stuff like that on my YouTube page, but I'll just block them and remove their comments because, you know, these are probably the same perps that are targeting me for a long time. That they've just made new accounts, so they think they can target me again. But you'll have to keep working at that because anyone that targets me on my page, you're gonna get blocked. So you can do that if you want, really. It doesn't bother me. So yeah. And if you look at all my videos, you'll see on the newest ones the amount of dislikes that have been given, and it's ridiculous. You can see the perps trying to discredit what I'm